So guys, this is our first broadcast of RideFast Magazine ESport. Casual event. We had a couple of races earlier with Moto 3. This should be exciting because it's the first time a couple of the guys are out on the Moto 2 bikes. And this is my first time doing director mode, so we should have a bit of fun. I can see I've got quite a bit of power, giving black flags and warnings and red flags and all sorts of things, but definitely won't be doing that to ruin the fun. So let's see who's setting the fastest laps so far. Looks like Baby Puddles is... well, you're watching Lurch. Killer Murray's crashed. No apologies, it looks like we're watching Jesse. Yes, we're watching Jesse, who's stuck in a gear. So let's go to Baby Puddles and see what he's up to, because he has set a 1:34, which has been the quickest lap so far, and he is doing very well. So clearly he's got things worked out in that Moto 2 bike. A little bit wide there. Davey, you've got a nice number there, 111. It's their customised number. I think Homeless Quim has also got a good customised number. So far on the leaderboards, we've got Baby Puddles with a 134.4, Lurk with a 0.79 down on him, Brandon and PDP, and then Aerobatic Rusty, who's our illustrious leader, and Davey bringing up the 1.22. JC yet to put in a lap, and Homeless and Killer Murray yet to put in a quick lap. A little bit wide there by Puddles. A little bit wide over there by Puddles, but I suppose you don't go push the limits and not be able to set a false lap time. Looks like as race director I can hand out a few warnings for the guys that do exceed the track limits. So we'll see how that works out. So he's ruined that lap. Let's have a look, because Aerobatic Rusty has just set a very quick time. So a little bit wide there by Rusty. The bike's shaking and snaking all over the trail. And let's see if he's able to hold this and pull together a quick lap. Nice style there. Looks like the wheelie Marquez, or sorry, Alex Marquez style, but Alex Marquez is now in MotoGP. So I don't know who's riding that bike yet this year. But this is rear wheel slide corner, going down to the last left-hander, and it looks like he could go to the top of the leaderboard with this one. We'll see very shortly. 0.498, he crosses the line and goes second. So only 0.1 of Brandon's time, and that may be it for qualifying with a 5-minute qualifying session. So we've got Brandon, who we missed just now. We'll see if we can find him. There he is out on track, teammates in colour scheme to Aerobatic and to Rusty, and PDP then goes through and looks like he's set the quickest time. So let's go have a look and see what he's doing. But here comes Brandon over the line and back to the top, 133.8. So I think that'll do it for qualifying, and we'll see what happens in the race. So Brandon, PDP and Rusty look like they're on the front row, followed by Puddles and Lurt and Killer Murray. Killer Murray sneaking in a time there that I wasn't aware of, and Dave, Jesse and Homeless Quim at the back. So they're the qualifying times, 1:34s. Very quick time set all night by these guys. Clearly see who's been putting in the hours of work, training hard in front of the TV. So we've got some very, very close times at the top there. 133.8, 134, 134.4, all within a second or so for the top four. And Lurt not far off, and we should hopefully see Jesse surprise us all, because we know, I saw a little bit earlier what he was capable of. He's got a good pace at Qatar, and Homeless and Dave, not too bad, not too far off, but you know, racing and qualifying, two different things, as in the real racing we've seen. So let's see how this works out. Okay, so I've given confirmation of the times as race director. And we should be underway shortly. Beautiful track. We all know it is the last round usually in the calendar. This year things might be a bit different. Hopefully we will see some races this year, if all goes well. Rumour has it that we could see some tracks host 2 races over 2 different weeks. So for those of you who are watching this race, re-watching it, or tuning in live, this is our casual event brought to you by RideFast magazine, the South African PS4 group. We've got a couple of groups. We've got a PC group, we've got an Xbox group, and well supported. So we've got a good bunch of guys, some class guys, and we'll be putting some teams together in the future, and hopefully we'll be able to challenge some international players. I know the Xbox guys have already got a game together with the Italians and the Aussies, so let's see how that works out. So things about to get underway, and as you can see there, the customized numbers in the front. So Brandon in the front, PDP, and Rusty in the front row. We'll stick with Brandon at the beginning. Nice rush down to the corner by the guys there. Brandon looks like he's in the early lead. Everyone's on the brakes. We'll see how neat and tidy this becomes. A little bit wide there by some of the guys, but everyone stays rubber side down. A little bit of a bunchy, argy-bargy. Someone goes down in the background. Looks like Kidder Murray. Oh, and a bit of a dive bomb there. And so Brandon still holds the lead with it all happening behind him. It looks like we've still got a race on. So Brandon in the lead, JC only 1.3 seconds behind. There's JC following him, trying to make up that gap. Homeless Quinn, as we said earlier, doesn't matter where you qualify if you can't get off the line and get through that first lap. So we'll see if JC is able to make up that gap. Looks like he's hanging in there on Brandon. And we've got Quim and Rusty not too far behind them. So it's 6-lap race, still a little bit of a ways to go. Heavy on the brakes is Jesse. Nice line through there and feeds it nicely onto the straight. Brandon being one of the quickest riders we've seen all night, and taking a good commanding lead in this race. Nice lines there by Jesse. Looks like he's got things covered. A little bit wide there. May have to issue a little bit of a track exceeding track limits warning, but we'll let it slide, being that this is a casual event. But on the back wheel, difficult to carry sweeping and flowing lines if you don't have the bike set up. And Brandon in the lead. Nicely, we'll watch his style. It's obviously carrying some good lines through the corners. Nice rear wheel sliding out of that corner. Well done there, Brandon. And coming up to the series, a little bit of a grass cut there. Nothing too serious, probably doing more damage than good. But some of the guys looks like going out and crashing still at the back. But Paddles holding a good third spot there in the background. So we'll see how that develops, but still 2 seconds the gap, 2.1, floating around there. Nice rear wheel sliding again by Brandon. Heavy on the brakes, back wheel in the air. Snaps the tight on the gas and down the straight. So let's go to have a look further down the field. Let's have a look at Baby Paddles, see what's happening with him. Looks like Jesse's making up a bit of that gap in certain sections of the track. Just watching the time deficits. With that PDP going very wide in the background. There's PDP. Looks like Rusty just a few seconds behind. 2.2 behind the leader. PDP is getting the front wheel in the air quite regularly. And we'll see if he's able to hold off the advances of Rusty. Looks like he's dropped quite far back. So let's see what's happened to Rusty. I think he had a bit of an issue further back there. We'll have to find out what happened to him. He may have just lost the front somewhere. But now 7 seconds of the lead, he's going to have some work to do. Killer Murray going down, so Rusty will no doubt have to try and find a way past there, but bashes his way through. But Murray was coming back onto the line, so we'll see how that works. Looks like we missed Jesse taking the lead, so let's go back to the front, see what's happening there. I think Brandon must have made a mistake somewhere, which sounds a little bit unlike him. So JC has a 2-second lead now. Runs a little bit wide, but Brandon, being the cool customer, smooth operator that he is, no doubt will settle into the groove and start making that gap back up. So we've got JC 12 in first, Brandon House in second, and Baby Puddles in third. There's Brandon. Let's see what happens to him. He's got Baby Puddles floating around the back of him all over the show. So it looks like Puddles, if Brandon doesn't keep a cool head, he'll have Puddles to deal with. And PDP just slightly in the background there, about 2 or 3 seconds behind. And then it's Homeless Quinn, Rusty, Lurt no slouch either, and Killer Murray. Was that someone going down? Baby Puddles going down. So we didn't see what happened to Baby Puddles there, but he went down, so he's going to fall into the clutches of PDP. The PDP has gotten past Baby Puddles. And we've got 5 out of the 6 laps done. With, well, it looks like 2 laps to go. So Rusty's chewing away there at the bit in 6th place. He's made up 2 spots since having to come back onto the track in last place. And then there's Homeless Quim in 5th place. Did he go down? Maybe Rusty's going to catch up to him. I don't think he went down. Just see where Rusty is in relation to him. Not too far back. So it looks like Jesse's still in the lead. 1.7, 1.8 seconds behind them is Brandon. So not too far, but that gap not decreasing by much. And we've got quite a wide, evenly spread gap between PDP and Baby Puddles. So I think the real question is if everyone can keep a cool head through these last couple of laps and then no mistakes. So it looks like Killer Murray's gone down again. Let's have a look and see what's happening there. Gone to the back. And Lurtz and Homeless Quim have come through. Did Rusty go down as well? Illustrious leader Rusty there, only 4 seconds behind Lurtz. So not too far behind. We're on the final lap now. So we're going to just have a look at the front and see where Jesse is. He leaves Brandon. Brandon's still holding that... looks like he's made up about a half a second on Jesse. Maybe he'll have a last dive at the end there. So we'll stay with the front on this last lap with Jesse and Brandon. And we'll keep an eye on PDP and Puddles in the background. See if anything changes. Good solid race by Jesse. And I see a bike flying in the sky there. It looks like Brandon went down. Or who? That's not a Brandon bike. That looks like a PDP bike flying through the air. Oh, that is a Brandon bike. Sorry, Brandon. So Brandon making a huge mistake at the end there. And I hear someone going into the gravel there. And Puddles has gone down. So guys like Rusty and Dirt, we may just see some changes at the end here. So JC still leading PDP now, just in front of Brandon. Brandon's going to try and hold PDP off. But PDP goes through. So let's see the last corner if there's any late dives. Oh, there goes Brandon down again. Tried a bit too hard. So Brandon now, the long-time race leader, is going to have to settle for 4th place. So JC finishes the race, he wins. Well done, JC. PDP gets 2nd. Puddles gets the last podium spot. Compliments of our one-time leader Brandon, long-time leader Brandon. So well done, guys. Nice race, good race. GG. There are our final results. PDP putting in the quickest lap time, if I'm not mistaken, of 1 at 33.4, no, 33.3, sorry, to PDP. So, good race there, guys. Okay, so it looks like we're heading to Catalonia. So thanks guys for joining the PS4 lobby. This will be our last game for tonight. I think we've identified some star racers out there that can slot straight into our A-League. Okay, so we're going to go straight into qualifying. Let's see who does what. I think this, I'm not too sure, I haven't raced on this track yet, but we'll join our race leader in a sec. Our previous race winner, sorry. Jesse's in the pits. We'll see who's out of track first. Looks like PDP's on it. We've got pedals out, we've got Murray out, and we've got PDP out. And there the sector tops, like I see something there what I think. So Quinn actually going fast, Brandon going fast. So let's see. Everybody goes down there, PDP going down. Quinn doing a fast lap. Could be one of his favourite tracks. Heavy on the brakes. For this left-hander on the, looks like Catalonia's revised version of the circuit. That's an old school circuit that needs to run the old loop at the bottom. But definitely improved since they don't run the tighter version of this little chicane over here, instead allowing the riders to go completely way around. So Brandon doing a quick lap. Looks like Brandon could be setting a quick time. A little bit of lag there. Compliments of our South African internet service providers. So we missed Jonas Quinn crossing the line there. He set the quickest time so far, about 1:45.2. Brandon sets it, goes quicker. The 1:43.7, 1.5 seconds quicker. Looks like Rusty's on a quick lap. He's personal best. There he is. So we've got Rusty with 3 oranges, Arnold crossing the line. See where he goes, pushes up to, he goes to 3rd. 2.2 seconds off Brandon's time. PDP is basically putting in a quick one. So let's see where he goes to. Just a little bit wide there, nothing too serious. He's on his quickest, comes through the final sector. Crosses the line, pushes up to 4th. So just behind Rusty is PDP. Lurt putting in a quick lap as well. So let's see what Lurt does across the line here. Gets it all squiggly and squirrely at just at the end there. And Lurt goes 3rd. So pushes Rusty back. to 4th, and with this only being a 5 minute qualifying session, we're at 41 seconds on. Baby Paddles doing a good one, so let's join on him and see what happened there. Looks like he jumped somewhere there, so he'll have to stay where he is unless he gets across the line before the end of the session. So Rusty then looks like he's going for another one. Let's see if he's able to put in. He's got 3 orange sectors in the final sector now. And still up on his personal best. Just a little bit on the green stuff, nothing serious. And goes up to second. Only 100th of a second down on Brandon's down. It looks like set to be a good race. No time left in the session. Don't see anything, but PDP is putting in a good time, so let's just quickly hop on his see what he crosses under. Currently in 5th, moves to 3rd, only 0.8 behind the leader. So Brandon takes pole, Rusty 2nd, PDP 3rd, second row, under spin, Lewis and Killer Murray, Paddles and Jesse still out there. Jesse in a good lap. So let's see if Jesse is able to move up. He's coming across the line shortly. He's currently in 8th, so he can only get better. And Jesse moves up to 6th. And Paddles, unfortunately hits a bit of the dirt there, slows him down quite a bit. It's going to affect his go-past pace across the line. So he may just stay in 8th. Let's see what happens. The Paddles managed to move up to 5th. Okay, so Brandon takes pole, Rusty 2nd, PDP 3rd, Grim Paddles, Lurk, Jesse and Killer Murray. All Calixes. Paddles is the only one on the speed up. So maybe Paddles knows something about the speed up chassis that we don't know. I'm sure we'll find out in the race. Fortunate not to see the KTM brand on that right hand side anymore, but most definitely the bikes will be branded KTM. Okay, so here we go, first 1,000,000. Hopefully everyone was ready, sorry if they weren't. Landing, Brandon doing a little bit of an endo, upside and backwards endo. Landing up and having to start from the back, so PDP takes the early lead. Good bunch up at the front. Rusty in 5th. But we've got all sorts of nice wide lines from all the guys there. What a shot that is. PDP still holds, Kevin Murray 2nd, Puddles and Grim in 3rd and 4th, with Rusty 5th. But we've got Kevin Murray going down, losing the front. So it's PDP, Puddles and Grim, followed by Rusty, just hanging in the background. Only 1.9 seconds off. magic lifting moments there, thanks to, again, South African internet. But PDP still leads, Puddles and Quim second and third. All three very close together. All nice and neat on the brakes, everybody together. A little bit wide there by PDP, same goes for Quim. That might just allow Rusty to come back into the play. PDP still holding firm at the front, followed by Puddles. Puddles holding a nice tight line. PDP going a little bit wide. Everyone onto the green stuff, nothing serious. May see some times being deducted there, but Quim recovering nicely from his little oopsie from earlier. But close stuff at the front there. Puddles having a look at PDP down that long straight pan. PDP later on the brakes. But running a little bit wide, but still manages to carry the momentum through those left rights. PDP holding steady, Puddles in second, Quim in third. Rusty only now half a second behind these guys, so he's made up a bit of time. He's done very well to catch up on these three. All close contention. A little bit of a nudge there, Puddles on PDP, gets a little bit squirrely, loses a bit of time, falls back into the clutches of Quim, and now the hard charging Rusty in the background. Lurk 5 seconds off, Murray a couple of just behind him. I think we'll have a look at that later, but I don't want to take my eyes off the action happening at the front. So we've got PDP, Puddles and Quim. And Rusty just keeping a cool head and waiting for something like that to happen. so Quim goes down in the battle of the brakes, and Rusty moves up to third, taking advantage of what happened there. Up the inside there by Puddles. Doing a Rossi style last corner maneuver on this track and takes the lead on PDP. Nicely done, Puddles. Both of the brakes at the same time. Oh man, PDP goes around the outside. Puddles on the brakes and somehow manages to keep the back wheel in check, even though it was about half a meter in the air. But nicely done there by PDP, well controlled. And Rusty just keeping a good close eye on things. We'll see if we can get on board with Rusty there. A nice view on the two in front. So it looks like in the front there, Puddles has gone back in front of PDP, but runs wide, and he's down. Oh, just nearly taking down Rusty. Rusty managing to miss that one. So Rusty moves up with a cool head into second. Hard on the brakes down into this tight left-hander. PDP still there, but now he's got the Rusty's managed to hold off the attacks from all the other riders, but now he's got Rusty to contend with. So this could be a maiden win for Rusty, if I'm not mistaken, if he manages to get this right. Nice cool lines there. PDP going a little bit wide, Rusty holding a nice tight line. He gets the shot down the straight. So we'll see what happens down the straight there. If he goes and dives up the inside, no, PDP we saw earlier, we're going around outside back wheel in the air, very good on the brakes. Rusty taking a look up the inside, maybe just going to run a little bit wide, letting PDP come back up on the inside. So Rusty had to go up the inside, and still there with him, having a look around. Nice sounding gearbox. A little bit too long in that gear there by PDP. Rusty going up the inside, but running wide and allowing PDP to come back in, so we've got quite a bit happening. Rusty obviously just testing the waters in his last 2 laps to maybe find out where he can try his luck in the last or second last lap. Here the pace is equally matched, so good race between these two, and PDP running wide, Rusty taking the lead. But PDP managing to get good drive up onto that straight. Let's see what happens, who's the latest on the brakes here. We've seen PDP do it time and time again. Very late on the brakes, very wide sweeping line. I don't think anyone can beat PDP down in that first turn 1. But look at the change in lines here. Oh, a little bit of a bumpy nudge. But Rusty comes out on top this time. But look at PDP going back on the inside, holding a tight line, trying to get the drive, having a look. But good job there by Rusty to hold back. PDP going sideways through that right-hander. Now we're enjoying Rusty on the back cam. Looks like he might be pulling away from PDP, maybe now that he's got some pressure in front of him, he's able to carry those false lines. But we know PDP is good on the brakes, this tight left-hander. Oh, a little bit wide there by Rusty, on the rough stuff. PDP may have just got tunnel vision and followed him through. PDP falling back now, looks like either his tyres have gone or he's losing some time, not able to carry that right line. And now we're on to the last lap, and Rusty's very held a cool head throughout this race and managed to grab the lead in these last 2 laps. Showing some nice rhythm and style through there. Note the browning point attempts. But most definitely deserved of so far that front position. Hopefully holding it together for the rest of the lap, and let's see what PDP is able to do. PDP now just can see Rusty in the distance. Not able to make up anything yet. Rusty a little bit wide there, looked like it. So last couple of corners, last right-hander for Rusty. Looks like he's going to hold on to cross the line first. And our Moto2 winner at Catalonia, aerobatic Rusty, followed by PDP. And maybe pedals. Good race, guys. Well done. We'll be sharing this streams of the things as they develop for the RideFast Magazine Moto E Championship, brought to you by RideFast Magazine. And next week we'll have some good events for you guys to watch and tune into.